Oh, no. They even put one of those red envelopes again in the bin, the drop bin. Yeah, there's like 7 of them in there today. 7 of them. Like they're just not following directions. And they can't even rewind. It's real simple. It says, please kind reward. Hey, thank you for calling. Wait, this is not Blockbuster. Oh, Critics Collective. Thank you for stopping by from the Critics Collective. How you doing today? We're going to talk Fear Street Part 1, 1994. It sounds good when you say it like that, 1994. Ah, what a time to be alive. This is a rated R movie with a running time about 1 hour and 50 minutes. It's a horror film, and we're going to talk about it because you can watch horror movies any time of the year. Well, some people think that's kind of crazy, but I mean, you're in a special spot for people who may think similar to you. We'll get into this. So before I give you my highs and lows and we rate this and you'll be on your merry way, I'm going to tell you, it says a circle of teenage friends accidentally encounters an ancient evil responsible for a series of brutal murders that plagued their town for over 300 years. Welcome to Shadyside. Yeah, that's about right. And also hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. We would really appreciate you joining the Critics Collective. Now, with that being said, the lows for this movie, 1994. You cannot put in your title 1994 and not hit nostalgia of the 1994 time period. 1995 would also work as well. We wouldn't fault you on that productive wise. But this one misses the mark because it starts off that way. I won't spoil anything. It starts off that way and then it drifts into a different time period. So then why call it that time period? You could have called it whatever you wanted. And then you flash back to that time period, the origin story, and you continue. So that was unfortunate because one of the biggest things is the music and the fashion. I wanted to travel back. I wanted to get a campier feel. I wanted to kind of get that, again, going to the video store and picking up a movie and grabbing some popcorn and kind of being scared for a bit. The other thing was the star, the main character, the female lead. She did a great job acting, but I don't know if it's the direction or the writing for her made her unlikable, which is very rare to have a lead who's the hero, who's supposed to beat the evil. Not a character that you kind of think in your head could be misunderstood, but an actual person where collectively the writing will tell you that they're evil. You're supposed to want them to win. Like the bad guy, you want the bad guy to win. If it was like wrestling, right? You think like Triple H or Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. Even though he's a heel, you want him to win. Some cases, this in a horror movie, you want the bad guy or girl to lose, and you want the star that you have. Picture 11 in Stranger Things, right? Being disliked, unless the writing would make her a bad guy. Or Will was a bad guy, not saying anything, then that would make sense. And that was probably the second biggest flaw, that you weren't in the right time era with the music and everything. Going with Stranger Things takes you back to that era and it preserves it. It still makes it hit with people who are maybe never lived in that time era. And I just felt like this missed that opportunity. And I probably would say the third thing was, as weird as it sounds, it wasn't gruesome enough. I wanted a little bit more blood. I wanted a little bit more guts. I thought the story was a decent story. It felt like it fit in 94. It just, the execution in the time place was off. Now, what I like about it, I did like the cast. I did like, and it's probably because they weren't staying in 94. My son, who's a teen, he enjoyed this movie. We watched it. I've introduced him to horror movies, the campier movies back in the day, and even the newer movies. And he actually sat along and watched it. He enjoyed a lot of the kills. Were pretty sick kills, man. I can't say it right now, but there were some pretty interesting kills, and I thought they did a really good job. Maybe not if you're diehard in the horror genre, but I think if you're kind of getting into it. And that's really it. I mean, with that being said, let's go ahead and rate it. We rate things here from a 0 to a 5. 5 being excellent, and then you have 0 being just not what you wanted at the end of a day, getting off of work or getting out of school, and you want to watch a horror movie. I will tell you this, though. Before I rate this movie, hit the subscribe button, like, follow, comment for more. Critics Collective, we love to have you join the collective group. Now, with that being said, I'm going to rate this a 3. It's pretty average to me. It didn't hit any notes. I'm telling you, had it hit 1994, hell, had it just kind of got close, like just close to the hole, I would have been like 1990s in general. I'd have been like, okay, gotcha. I feel it. But because of that and the lead character not acting in a poor way that would take away from it. Just the direction of it didn't do it for me. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna say it's pretty average, but I would say still check it out. I would say still check it out. I think you're gonna enjoy it. Now, with that being said, you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here, and I appreciate that. Until next time, do not forget, Daddy loves you.